teams now mingle with the tourists in Cyprus. Welcome to one of the slowest rallies in the competition. But as speeds come down, so the heat rises. The gravel route takes it out of the resort of Limassol and up into the Troodos Mountains. That's where the speeds drop, which means higher temperatures inside the car and long hours at the wheel. For the drivers, this will be no holiday.
Hello there and welcome back once again to some more WRC. Today we'll continue on with Let's Play. This is episode 6. In today's episode we are taking a look at the Cyprus Rally. We've come back to Europe for some reason. I can't imagine what the travel budget for the World Rally Championship looked like in 2001, but it seems to be pretty piss poor because I think there's more rallies over that side of the globe to come, so no idea why we've travelled halfway across the world to go back to Cyprus, but who knows. Anyways, we are hoping once again to continue on our form. We are undefeated in every single rally up to this point, and we don't really see any signs of slowing down. We didn't do particularly well in Argentina compared to our usual pace, but we still did very well and won. So, yeah, not really expecting... Okay. Not really expecting too much to come out of this, but we shall see. Wait, too much change to come out of this. I'm expecting a lot to come out of this. I'm expecting to, you know, win. But in terms of surprise, probably not. Cyprus, if I remember, is a lot like Greece, but easier. And considering we was in Argentina last time, which is probably the toughest of all the gravel rallies, we should be pretty okay for this. Although that being said, this does look a little bit rough and ready. Ford drivers up into second, Burnsy's in third. Burnsy's still yet to get that 1-2 finish that I'm looking for. Then again, we haven't seen Toshiero or what's the other guy called? Marco Martin. We haven't seen either of those do particularly well. Good. To be honest with you, I probably would have selected a different driver. If I knew Toshiero would have been that bad, I would have gone with him. But, yeah, I thought I'd go for the underdog, Peter Solberg, you know, unknown driver. Don't know what he would have become in the WRC. Oh, Martin's up in fourth. Burns has gone away, but, oh my god. Alright, 3 Subaru drivers in top 6. Come on, let's go, let's do this. If we could do that, that'd be incredible. Also, hopefully Citroen scores a point. I can't remember... No, of course they don't have... what's his name? They don't have Loeb this year. As I said, he's in junior WRC at the moment, tearing things up. But, you know, hopefully Jesus can win them a championship point. Wow, that is a short stage. Okay, Martin's finally earning his keep. I'm happy with that. Although, 2 Ford drivers, no Mitsubishis. Loud motorcycle. Also, yeah, this is a continuation of last time, so we're still called Emile. Good for us. I did say I was going to turn the auto saving off, but apparently... Oh! All the Subarus are in the top 10. Okay, cool. Peter Solberg signed Marco Martin, Francis Didiker, Ford driver, and Toshihiro Arai. What happened to... Oh, Carlos Sainz came second. Duh. Alright. So 3 Subarus in the top 10. I should have bad talked Arai and Marco Martin sooner, because yeah, apparently as soon as you bad talk them, they start doing really well. Although in my experience, shit talking people behind their back doesn't necessarily get them to get good. Alright, let's go. Rally Argentina. Not that Rally Argentina, Rally Cyprus. Or is it Greece? Don't remember. I've forgotten what rally this is. I think it's Cyprus. Never been to Cyprus. I can't say I'd ever want to go to Cyprus or Greece or anywhere like that. I know that the traditional UK holiday destinations along with like Spain and stuff like that, but it's far too hot for me. At least like Oh god, Arai's in 4th, Martin's in 3rd. Come on, Burns, get yourself promoted in 2nd, lad. Let's get a... If we can get a Subaru lockout of like the top 3, that would be incredible. I don't think we will. And in all perfect honesty, I am expecting this to be probably the last time we ever see Arai run towards the top. But, yeah. Again, that immediately adulation of 2 Subaru drivers in the top 4 is then shot into nothingness by the fact there is now all 4 drivers just sort of sat there chilling. Still no sign of Mitsubishi this time around though. Mackinnon's apparently not doing so hot here. Martin's back into 4th. Ford driver is into 2nd, which is not great. Good old McRae, apparently. Do you know the funny thing about McRae is that his name isn't actually in any of this, but in the archive footage you might have noticed at the start of this rally you see McRae stripped down. Oh, Mackinnon's in 2nd, never mind. I shouldn't have bad talked Mitsubishi because now they're back up. Fuck. Mitsubishi's doing well. Yeah, there you go. Anyways, you saw McRae in that sort of starting introduction cutscene to this Cyprus rally, so it's a little bit weird that, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to tell if it was an issue on his end that they couldn't feature him in the game, or if they just didn't want to promote the rival Colin McRae games. I'm not too sure. I don't think it really matter considering, you know, if you're a rally enthusiast, you'll probably end up buying both. But regardless, and if you're on a different console entirely, what are you buggering? You have to play Colin McRae Rally 3, which isn't really a buggering. Soderbergh, Delacour, Burns, Sainz, Mackinnon and Loix, 4 driver dropped off. They're still in 8th and 9th though. Marco Martin's still in the top 6, although he's down now. Richard Burns has been promoted into 4th, and all of the Fords. Gone right, you don't want to be overtaken by Piero Latte, although you've been beaten by Hyundais this entire time, somehow. I think he came last in the last rally. I think he was last in the championship standings. If we can get him a point, that will probably boosting up rather significantly. Again, Subaru's got to gain those valuable manufacturer points. I like how I'm... See, the thing is, I'm more in tune with the manufacturer standings, because the manufacturer standings is something that I cannot directly affect as much. The driver standings obviously is based on my performance and my performance alone. But for the Subaru standings, it's kind of out of my hands, which makes it a little bit more interesting. Alrighty. Can't remember what stage this is. I think this is stage... Is this stage 3 or 4? I don't know. Apparently this is going to be another really short rally though. I'm going to start flying through these. I know the rallies in this game aren't particularly long. WRC 2 is a much longer game than this one is. This one's only about 20 minutes roughly per stage, but yeah, no, these last two have been pretty quick. Alright, how are we doing? Delacour, Mackinnon, Ford driver. Delacour's doing pretty well here though, which is fine for us because Sainz isn't, which is fine by me. If those two want to start coming up the championship rankings, that's absolutely fine by me because they're not Sainz. As long as Sainz and Mackinnon aren't doing particularly well, good. Martin's back into 4th. He's a shit Subaru driver. See what I'm trying to do here? Reverse psychology. All we need is I forgot his name. Arai to start doing well. I'm sure I'm saying his name entirely wrong, by the way. You don't need to tell me. That was a very... It was so good it made me fall off a cliff. Sorry, that amazement. Arai is in 1st. What are you doing? Arai is really shit. See what I'm trying to do here? Again, yeah. It seems to be working apparently because Martin's up into... If we get to a point where I could have had a Subaru top... Oh, never mind. How? I fell off a... I fell off a cliff. How am I in 1st again? Jesus Christ. Yeah, the AI in this game on normal difficulty at least is piss easy, man. Yeah, Jesus. Arai got 4th though. Hopefully the 2 Fords didn't do too hotly in that, because then Arai can be promoted upwards. It seems to be an ever-changing battle. This has been by far and away the most exciting rally in terms of watching the AI so far, because it's a different top 4 every time, pretty much. Stage 3, okay. Orion Burns 5th and 6th. Marco Martins in 7th though. Arai is in... Okay. Arai and Martin might beat Mäkinen. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it does, I am going to just... Yes. Yeah, it is exactly what I expect, by the way. Alright, stage number 4. A little bit more of a nighttime scenery here.
1, go.
If you hear a bit of a loud car outside, by the way, it's my neighbours who are so stupid they haven't actually figured out the exhaust of their Peugeot 206 fell off several months ago, and they haven't bothered to reattach it for whatever reason, so I have to listen to that at 2 o'clock in the morning when they seem to drive it, so that's good. Good old England. I love living next to probably benefit cheaters. In fact, we know they are. Burns in 2nd, Arai is in 3rd, Ford driver. We're apparently 9th, which... I have noticed the game does have splits like that though, where the AI sort of magic... It's like Arai in that last round where he randomly got into 1st. It's almost like the game sort of makes it up as it goes along. So some splits will be really quick, and then other times, like the next time we pass through a checkpoint, will probably be... I would say probably in 1st, but driving like that will probably not be. Let's have a look. Never mind, we're 3rd. Signs Mäkinen. Oh god, no, not Mäkinen. Come on. Stay down, Mäkinen. Please be beaten by our useless Japanese driver. Of course, there's plenty of amazing Japanese drivers, but Arai, at least at this point in his career, was not one. And judging by the fact I've never heard his name before, I'm going to hazard a guess. He probably isn't a very good driver in general. Just a guess. All of the Fords, we can't let them get a 1-2-3 finish, because the Ford marketing team will go insane, I'd imagine. That's the point though, if anyone's going to lock out a rally, which is probably going to be Ford as like the first manufacturer to do it, because Mitsubishi's drivers are a little bit hopeless. Burns is coming back up though, 3rd and 4th. We might get beaten on this rally. I did have a silly mistake halfway through, but so far so good though in terms of this one though. There it goes, silly loud Peugeot. As opposed to sweet sounding Subaru. 2nd, alright. Mäkinen got 4th, he's probably going to be pushing Arai out. I don't think Arai was doing pretty... was it Martin? One of the Subarus was getting up there. That wasn't Burns. Because obviously we'd kind of expect Burns to do well, considering he was WRC champion, as much as he seems to be forgetting that at this point. Alright. Signs, Delacour, Mäkinen... Oh, Arai got 5th. That's not too bad of a time gap. So Mäkinen's pushed Ford driver out. We've got... I don't think Martin, unless he has a spectacular stage this time around, I don't think Martin's coming up with us. But if we can get 3 Subarus in the top 6, I will be very happy. And this is the last rally of this, or last stage of this rally. So all to play for in the closing stages. Now to see how well this goes. Hoping for good things here. Probably not going to get them. That's probably the FTO that drives past a lot, I'd imagine. Because there's a person who owns an FTO who thinks it's cool because he's got a Velside body kit on it. Or a knockoff Velside body kit. Alright. Final stage of the rally. promise I won't introduce all of these by saying alright.
Go.
It's like the only transition I can think of.
2 and right 3.
You'll notice this a lot when you hear me speak, is occasionally I get sort of trapped into doing things a lot over and over again, so I'll just sort of keep saying it over and over again. If you hear welcome back once again to some more, that's not supposed to happen. I don't think. Welcome back to some more. But I don't say it with the accent anymore, so I kind of end up messing it up. Again, the more you listen to me speak, you'll notice I get sort of trapped into patterns. I'll say such as, or because of, or something like that over and over and over again when I'm speaking naturally. That's why I write scripts for Top Gear Rivals, and probably should write scripts for everything I ever say, because I can avoid repetitiveness in my speaking pattern. I didn't actually see how much of a lead I had up on this rally up to this point. I don't think we're going to have too many issues, considering we seem to be, I think Delacour is probably the closest to us, and we've been beating him pretty handedly this entire time. This rally has been laced with a lot of hairpin turns. They're not really seeming to slow our progress down all that much, but they are definitely there. Probably the trickiest corner to take in this game, because you actually have to sort of attempt to slow down for them, unlike every other corner where you can just full send it round. Burns, Martin, come on, top 3 Subaru. We won't get it now that I've said, we brought attention to it, but... Yes, in case you're wondering, I've decided that watching the split times are far more important than watching where I'm actually going. I need to... Maybe I should turn the map off, because I feel like I'm going to go through this game, rely heavily on the map to tell me where I am, and then the next few WRC games that don't have maps I'm just going to do absolutely abysmally at. Ford is back on top. I think sort of the faster bits of the stage were better than the Fords at, or maybe it's the other way around. I'm not sure. There doesn't seem to be any real rhyme or reason. What I will say is Subaru seems to be doing pretty well in this setting. It's sort of Subaru and Ford that are doing well, and everyone else is starting to falter. Arai got 4th. If Burns did well, then we might be good points-wise. Well, we're going to be good points-wise, obviously, but we've unlocked the Greece single rally and Greece time trials. Wonderful. So that was the Greece rally. I think I might have called it Cyprus. Or was I calling the last one Cyprus? No, the last one was Argentina. No, this is Cyprus. What? Ah. Anyway, stage 5. Solberg, Sainz, Ford, Arai, Marco Martin, Tommy Mäkinen. Burns was in 8th. Ah, we didn't quite get it. Richard Burns just got beaten at the last minute by Mäkinen. Ford gets 3 drivers, so we got Solberg, Sainz, Delacour. Arai got 4th, which is fantastic for him. Ford driver and Mäkinen. Yes, we win Cyprus. So in the championship, it is Sainz who's taken his lead back. We are 32 points up on him though. Mäkinen drops down to 3rd. Richard Burns maintains steady in 4th. Francis Delacour gets promoted in 5th. Freddie Lux drops down to 6th. Didier Ericsson. Arai gets 3 points, which puts him in 10th. He comes back from 21st place. Good on you. Then Subaru gets 12 points, so we're ahead by a lot. Ford moves into 2nd, and then everyone else pretty much stays where they are. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching this edition of WRC. We hope you've enjoyed. Next episode, we'll be taking a look at the next rally stage. So join us there. Until then, farewell.
You know what I'm saying. The sorrow that my heart holds in knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going.